Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Sunday, April 27th, 2025 is today. If you really want to know how wicked the West are, I'm talking about their countries, including the one in America, including Canada and Europe, all of their allies, they are very, very wicked, okay? They don't want any other country to succeed like them. Now, if you look into Nigeria, you will understand how wicked these people are. Apart from that, Nigeria was colonized by the Great Britain. Whether they are great or not, I don't know, but they are called Great Britain, okay? When you look at what is happening in Nigeria, where they have hope of, supplying the whole Europe gas in the nearest future, they are still laying pipe, where they are focusing on, renewable energy, looking at the oil they have, how to explore it, and so on and so forth. The country is nothing to write about. That is to tell you how wicked these people are. In this video, we will be focusing on what happened in Benue State, okay? Benue State Emergency Board, their record shows that over 50 communities, hello, I'm not talking about, 50 persons. I am not talking about 50 houses. I am talking about 50 communities, okay? 50 communities are more than 3 local government areas in so many states. Okay, 50 communities was unsettled. They chased them out from their ancestral land. Fulani Terrørists chased them out from their ancestral land and they occupied it with their cattle. They renamed the villages. Okay, now, if you see what is going on in Benue State, in Plateau State, and you see the Senate president have never been there, Bianco Juku, all those people have never been there, but when Pope died, they sent delegation to Rome. See, this life we are living, make sure that you are planning how to survive alone. Because as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing like government in Africa. Most African countries, except those who are taking the bull by the horn, like Burkina Faso. Despite the propaganda and the sponsoring of insecurity in Burkina Faso now, doing everything to discredit the man. No, the Africa got him. Africans already know what is going on and the people are happy. But look at Nigeria. Nigeria that they are saying, oh, Nigeria is an example of democracy in Africa. Look at it. Look at what is going on. War is ravaging from the north to south, east to west. Now, Sowore Reporters is reporting that over 50 Benue communities displaced by armed herdsmen, State Emergency Management Agency revealed. So the people who are revealing this thing is Benue State themselves. Okay? Benue State themselves. Honestly with you, I have some data. But the data I even have is not up to 50 communities. I was even at 38 communities. But the state government is now revealing that over 50 communities was displaced. Think about this in a minute. If your community was displaced, next one was displaced, next one close to you, communities, not family, the whole community chased out. This is terrible. Now, let us go into this article to understand the details of what is happening in Benue State. This is from Sowore Reporters and it reads, armed herdsmen have reportedly displaced at least 50 communities across 5 local government areas in Benue State. According to a report by Punch newspaper, which cited data from the Benue State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, the affected areas are detailed in a document titled Displaced Communities in Benue State, where Fulani have settled with their cows. Okay, follow me. Gwere West local government area was identified as one of the worst hit regions, with all 15 council wards reportedly impacted by various times. One local government, all of them under siege, taken, okay? The affected wards in Gwere West include, they mention all of their names, okay? You can see it here. Now, it continues that Guma local government area was also listed among the areas affected by the displacement. SEMA reported that several communities in Mbadwe, Nyel, Mbaba, Uve, and Mbaya, okay, council wards have also been overrun by herders. See, anytime I'm reading this report, okay, I am seeing all these herders. It makes me go mad because I don't know what is wrong with Nigerian media. Whether it's mistake they are making. Those herders carry P-47 bombs to chase people from their ancestral land. It has been occupied by the terrorists. Okay? Now it continues. The Mbalum Council ward in Gwe East, along with the Mbala and Barwes in Makode, and the Moon and the Anwase wards in Kwande were also listed among the areas suffering sustained attacks. SEMA Information Officer Terema Aga noted that the listed communities are those confirmed so far, adding that more affected areas may yet to be identified. So, what these people are saying is that the report they are bringing to you is the one they have confirmed, not the ones they have not confirmed, that there are more to come. 50 communities has been displaced. This is terrible. Now it continues. There are many more, but these are the ones I can confirm for now, he said. Just 2 days ago, there were reports that at least 7 people were confirmed dead following a fresh attack on Agbo Vengav Odam, a village in Gwa West local government area. The attack, which took place around 7 p.m. on Thursday, was reportedly carried out by suspected armed herdsmen. These are terrorists, okay? The attackers reportedly stormed the community through a border village in neighboring Otukpo local government area. Tragically, an infant was reportedly among those killed, while the child's mother was one of the 3 adopted during the incident. The chairman of Gwa West local government area, Victor Omi, confirmed the attack and the casualties. And this is what he said. It is true that scores of people were killed at Vengav Odam village within the local government on Thursday night, he said. The situation is becoming unbearable. The way these armed headers are wreaking havoc in the local government and the state as a whole, he added. And it continues, okay, stay with me. It was also gathered that 5 of the deceased were taken to a morgue, while the families of the remaining two choose to bury their loved ones immediately. About a week ago, Benue State Police Command also confirmed the killing of 17 individuals in the Logo and Ukum local government area of the state. According to the statement by the Benue Command spokesperson, Catherine Anene, an armed group stormed the Sankera Axis on the fateful evening, unleashing violence on the Bagger area of Ukum and Castinanda in local. Benue State has been at the center of persistent killings, with residents continuously calling for government interventions to end the unrelenting violence often blamed on armed herdsmen. SBN intelligence noted that 300,000 persons have been displaced due to conflicts in Benue. Now, I want you to get these 2 figures clear. 50 communities with 300,000 persons have been displaced due to the terrorist attack in Benue State. This is the Nigeria we are talking about. This is why we say and we continue to say that Nigeria is irredeemable. Nigeria is not sustainable. With this level of havoc unleashed in 50 communities and 300,000 persons, the state is supposed to be under emergency. The president is supposed to suspend everything. But who cares? As far as Nigeria is concerned, the lives and property of the people is not a priority of anybody. You are on your own. You've got to provide your own security. You've got to provide anything if you want to survive in Nigeria. Nigeria is a place that is killing her people. We are living in bondage. But it takes people who say, no, I am not part of this system. I separate myself. I will fight for myself. Like people are agitating for Biafra. Kudos to them. Because for them, they know that there is no future in this entity. No future at all. But what troubles me most, my pain is that most Nigerian celebrities, journalists, politicians are disconnected from the reality on ground. And that is why it is going to hit them and hit them hard. Because they are trying not to leave the stage. They are trying not to leave the stage of their popularity, of their political center, their power they are holding. They use everything they could to protect themselves at the top with security details. And now they are totally disconnected from what the poor masses are suffering. But hello, time will tell. Okay? Time will tell. Because all these people that are not understanding, following all these political actors who are killing them. Time will come, they will discover that these people don't mean well for them. Okay? And in the voice of Pierre Lumumba, he said,
many of us from the north are famed for cattle keeping. And when you are driving the cattle through different grazing grounds, the cattle believe that you love them so much because you protect them from the elements, because you protect them from other wild animals. But if the cattle were to know that you are the one who would end up eating them, they would treat you very differently. Invariably, they do not know. And therefore, you will continue controlling them the way you do, and you will continue eating them the way you do. But it's a totally different case when you are leading human beings. They are not like cattle. You may lead them in a particular direction. You may think that you have lulled them into a false sense of security. You may think that you have deadened their minds. But always remember that one day, if you don't do that which is good and right for your fellow men, there is a day of reckoning. There is a day of reckoning, and history has demonstrated that it can come in the twinkling of an eye. History has demonstrated that kings have been toppled. History has demonstrated that presidents have been removed. History has demonstrated that great men have been cut down. History has demonstrated that men can rise when they are misled. History has demonstrated that men are indeed capable of rising up. You know, I always read these words of the American Declaration of Independence because I love them. They apply to humanity. Before America became what it is, they had enlightened men. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are born equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable right, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it is for this reason that governments are instituted amongst men, and that when those governments fail to perform, it is the duty of those people to rise up and to remove such governments.